In this video, we're going to show you two different ways to create a vignette effect on an image. There are more than two ways, but we'll show you two of the more common ones. The first way is going to involve creating a layer of solid color and then using a layer mask to reveal through to parts of the image below. So here's a picture we're going to be using, the photo. And the vignette, in this case, I'm going to use a black vignette. You could do any color that you want around the edges, but the vignette is a fade of color from the border into the image. So instead of it being a hard border, it's more of a soft effect. So first thing we'll do is create a new layer on top, and we'll fill this layer in with black. Okay. Now that we have this filled in, our image is still underneath, of course. We're going to create a feathered selection in the middle of the picture where we want to see the picture below. So we're going to take the rectangular marquee tool and put the feather on something. You can change depending on how soft you want the outside to be. So for now, I'll start at 45 pixels and see what that looks like. So you want to make this square inside sort of like what size a border would be. And now you can see the edges are curled, and that's to indicate that there is a feather on this. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the layer menu and add a layer mask. And in this case, we want to hide what's inside this so that we can see through to our photo below. So we don't want to hide all, but we do want to hide the selection. So when I do that, it hides the black in the middle part, and you can see we're left with the black vignette around the outside. It's just a really nice effect to add to some photos. And you can make this with any color you want. In this case, I'm choosing black. So let me revert using our history back to the way we open the image. And in this case, I'll show you one more way to create a vignette, which starts the same way by creating a new layer on top. But in this case, we're going to first make our selection, of course, with the feather. And now instead of hiding anything, we want to fill in the edges with black. And this is similar to some of the ways you've seen me create borders. It's the same technique. All you do is add a feather to make it a vignette. So in this case, we'll right click on our selection, and we want to select the inverse, because right now the inside of the picture is selected and we want the outside. And now you can see that the little marching ants, or the selection, is around the outside, meaning that this border area is what's selected. And just like before, we can do edit fill, or you can do shift F5, or you can right click on the selection and you also have the fill option there. Again, I'll do black. And as you see, if we deselect by pressing Control D, or going to the select menu, choosing deselect, or right clicking on the selection and choosing deselect, we're left with the same vignette effect. So two different ways to get to the same result. A really nice effect to add to your photography.